Ever wondered how April Fool's Day started? Imagine a day dedicated to harmless pranks, hoaxes, and general silliness. Well, that's April Fool's Day for you. But how did it all begin? Sit back as we journey through time, unraveling the origins of this jovial tradition. Our story begins in France during the 16th century. The French used to celebrate their New Year on April 1st. However, in 1564, King Charles IX decided to adopt the Gregorian calendar. With this change, the New Year moved to January 1st. Yet news traveled slowly in those days, and not everyone got the memo. Those who continued to celebrate the New Year in April became the butt of jokes and pranks. Thus, April Fool's Day was born. From France, the tradition spread across Europe and eventually the rest of the world. Now, it's a day where everyone has a license to pull pranks and hoaxes, but some pranks stand out more than others. Remember the infamous spaghetti tree hoax by the BBC in 1957? A report showed Swiss farmers picking spaghetti from trees. Many viewers fell for it, calling the BBC to ask how they could grow their own spaghetti tree. The BBC's response? Place a sprig of spaghetti in a tin of tomato sauce and hope for the best. Then, there's the time in 1996 when Taco Bell, the fast food chain, announced it had bought the Liberty Bell. Their plan? To rename it the Taco Liberty Bell. The prank caused such an uproar that White House Press Secretary Mike McCurry had to respond, joking that the government was also selling the Lincoln Memorial to Ford, and it would henceforth be known as the Lincoln Mercury Memorial. And who could forget when Google in 2004 announced a free email service offering 1 gigabyte of storage. Many thought it was a prank because it was unheard of at that time. But as we now know, Gmail is very much real. Over the centuries, April Fool's Day has evolved from a simple day of pranks into a global celebration of humor and creativity. It's a day where everyone, from individuals to corporations, can showcase their wit and humor, often leaving us in stitches or scratching our heads in disbelief. Whether it's spaghetti growing on trees, iconic landmarks being sold, or tech companies offering unprecedented services, April Fool's Day keeps us on our toes, reminding us that sometimes it's okay to take a break from the seriousness of life and just have a good laugh. So the next time April 1st rolls around, remember its rich history. And who knows? Maybe you'll be the one pulling off the next great April Fool's Day prank.